Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I didn't see that.
Tell me about it.
They definitely were. So what?
Is the most
How about you?
No, never.
I had just so much.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up.
both sound plot?
Yeah, they did.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I'm all sparkling stars of light! Rain down impurity!
That may prove a thorn in our side.
Engaging!
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Doe?
You two.
Faria,
Avakir filled me.
She doesn't remember it.
He told me about Tarn.
what difference does it make?
Stop, Cat.
Faria, not now.
So I can say
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged.
you're an elite technician.
If so,
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. But this time, not so much as a peep.
Forget the Sovereign.
What's that supposed to mean?
Suffice it to say, that is, if he ever even existed.
Are you out of your mind?
There's no time to explain that.
We need to stop that.
But how do we do?
Riots feed on discontent.
At ease. That's it.
Lenegus wouldn't have a next in line.
Correct. The close Avakir, you ones.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
look up there. It's Lord Dohalim.
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegus, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among men. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even...
It's still
But
I can believe it. After
but what about hierarchy, Avakir?
I'd say we found
You...
I have business I must, but not as your sovereign.
But
I'm not sure yet. One in which people won't be things like...
when I bumped into you after, I feel like...
you go finish whatever.
Thank you. I guess you're not going to
Indeed.
The people of Elda Menancia. Besides,
Sounds like you.
How could I not be? From this day forth, though the memory...
remember,
True enough.
With or without her. We should be heading back. Looks like the people of Lenegus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
In one sense,
You?
I was complicit in the and when I a lord,
I think I can relate. The ability to think Zephyr taught.
even if it means, or to put this Zephyr.
There's just...
How long
known what?
about the darkness?
Why ask? But
So base.
leave the if my brother... Well then.
He's sorry. Among other.
You were thinking.
I was just thinking, it was always so infuriating, but now?
So,
Oh, I don't know if I'd say. It probably sounds weird.
must be Rinwell's right.
A pretty.
All this has made me realize, if Dohalim can forge...
I'd like to check. Their wares, if you don't mind.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
This looks so good.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding...
You can say that again.
That can wait for now. We've got more.
Yeah.
All the answers we've been looking for. The answers have.
So, what do we...
We know nothing about the Renan.
It's also in time.
If we come across a kid. What? Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad.
It's all of this.
Are they trying to...
Everyone!
flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving.
If that's true,
Damn it!
A flower.
With everything that's happening,
Unfortunately,
Can you fix it?
starships are extremely complex.
So what?
I don't believe we're watching Dana die.
Law, calm down.
Right.
It's still too early.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship.
No, this is different.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
it looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed.
Hey!
If they wanted to attack us, they could.
Shion!
No!
What the?
No.
Again, Law?
Seriously. Besides,
Actually,
I guess before long, which isn't it.
so numb.
It's fine.
But,
I appreciate until I get rid of these maybe it'll be.
yeah. Boo!
What the?
Oh, come on.
It's called.
Yeah, but...
Oh.
Staying alert.
I still can't get over what we...
Yeah.
I've only ever seen Rena. Still, though.
Beats me.
Rena and Dana. But to think that they lied.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
That beam of light,
That's what it looked.
Perhaps it was some kind of...
which would mean that whoever's behind all this...
Try to stay calm. What is it?
No, it's just so much for...
You made it this? You noticed something?
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden...
Huh? What the? It's...
A red woman in.
So it was a...
It doesn't look like it... Tell me,
That is correct.
It can talk.
what are you?
Hevrect 35.
Hevrect 30...
Correct.
What is this place?
Before I answer,
We did not come to this place by choice.
in that case, we can assume my brethren...
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying they're...
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you.
Oh, goody.
Do you think we can...
Like it or not,
I shall now answer your questions. We are Helganquil. The red women you encountered previously are a form...
Helganquil?
You are on Dake Phasol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the... As I have done so, I have also...
A question.
Correct. The great astral spirit is a
A voice?
The voice of the great spirit speaks...
Does that mean it was controlling your mind?
The true ruler of Ren.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great... I'm not
Why not? We've already...
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying.
Dana's will hasn't...
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Hevrect 35 claims is true, and that even if we had previously been under the control...
Your fear is not based in logic. The void Rena's astral energy is amassed at it so thinly is that energy.
Which explains why we felt its will where—
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all. As a result,
Is that why the crown contest is necessary?
indeed, had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severe.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure. That is why.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown.
This is all.
Nevertheless, you still—
First, it was to confirm the identity.
A request?
I wish for you all.
I'm sorry, did you?
I did. It is in.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered as we speak. If nothing is done.
You're saying that it's—
We won't let that.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly?
No. As such, it is my desire.
Vengeance?
In spite of our long service.
You mean?
At this stage, ask them what you need to know.
Others?
I am the only Helganquil who.
Hey!
It's no use. I think.
You can't seriously be buying any—
To be honest,
At the very least. That being said,
the spirit of
But why?
It doesn't matter.
Right.
there is one. How the Great Spirit, the Helganquil.
Now that you mention it,
Maybe it had a reason. Let's find out. Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies.
Are you a Renan?
The Overseer told us to answer any but be quick.
What a weird guy.
he must have meant Hevrecht.
And what was that about subject?
There isn't anyone else around here.
have you guys lived up here in—
Yes. We regularly go into stasis.
Why are you all—
Originally, this station—
We heard that the facility ended up.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently—
And you've been working.
Well, at first we thought that
What do you mean?
the Helganquil have the technology. As long as they don't do anything obvious.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the.
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it from. In addition, they also used hypnosis device. It's a pretty sophisticated operation. I have to imagine.
But aren't the Helganquil themselves control?
The Great Spirit's mind control.
You act like this didn't affect you personally.
I mean, sure.
Hevrecht 35 is clear.
Who can say?
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis?
No way. If we went back after all this time, there's nothing. Things are going just not that it'll be around much. That said, I'm sure.
Thank you for answering. Can we talk to you for a few?
Sure. It's...
Please, tell it.
You mean the Overseer...
Well, for start...
Where?
From Rena?
Of course not.
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought...
Apparently not.
Please, tell us.
Well,
In a nutshell,
But if that's true...
there aren't. But there are Helghan...
But what need could they possibly...
It was a way to bolster their dwindle... In essence, we were created... They gathered Dahnans. That's why we, as their...
Let me get this straight.
Wait, that explains why.
Helganquil technology is... They have these tiny machines.
Enough.
How can you speak?
I guess I can see how... But if you ask me, if it meant their hands had... Anyway, the Helganquil are... They're also mostly the ones behind what...
I see.
Does he really expect...
Dohalim.
Just when I think we're getting...
And let's hope this is for a while. Do you know anything about it?
If you mean the first plan.
Yes.
Exactly. However, second, we had to figure out...
I take it the solutions to those problems...
We have a winner. However, the reason for that is because the Maiden lost... For the next plan, we tried to amend that. We set up...
And the crown...
Correct. Since the Maiden had been the failing point in the a new sovereign... It was such tremendously difficult work.
So that's what the
What about the flower that's...
Flower? Oh, as I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite...
Heverick 35 mentioned...
It is. Are we done talking now?
He talks like the...
You've got to remember that these guys...
It feels like our whole world has been turned upside down.
Seriously.
Let's take a moment. I know all of this is a lot.
Agreed.
Everything that's happened.
And to get that, then the Helganquil...
Plus, the reason...
Either way, I think it's fair to say why don't we all take...
That's a good idea. If the Renan Great Spirit... Because it's not just Dana on the line. But, so let's go ahead and break up. You sure you don't want...
I could ask you...
I figured I'd get all...
I'll go along with you.
Sounds good.
Everyone's just gone their own way. Huh.
Yeah, let's hit up each spot. Everything we thought we knew.
Right.
Well, if the...
But if Heverick 35 was
No, I don't...
Really?
Make one.
Oh, it's...
He who...
I know that we're all struck...
What do you think about...
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to... But if that thing's hellbent, as for...
How so?
Coexistence, but in my case, so...
You kept...
You mean about the Renans? But...
I know you're already a... And...
Even just among... I think if we could...
Well, for...
Yeah.
It's no small...
Right. In a worse case...
And we all have to figure...
That's an...
It's true. It won't be but I think it's a... And now...
You both...
Only be...
How are you holding up, Rinwell?
Yeah. I get this sinking... But I was thinking... If... Dahnans probably won't be so...
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. But even so I was thinking maybe...
Rinwell.
That great Stannis will feel...
Now that you mention it, Everett...
Maybe. But...
We won't... You're not the...
Really?
Did you forget what happened?
It was real...
Yeah, it was.
Man.
Law.
I was too worried about... That was... But all this talk...
I know this is
Oh?
I used to worry all the time. And when I realized... But that's when I find...
In other words...
The thing that's... All I want to do...
Not everyone.
Huh?
It's something... Law. You forget all the...
Yeah. I'll fight to protect...
You mean here?
Indeed.
Even I'm...
Let's not I can only imagine that...
That's just...
Well, to say...
When you say the...
Correct. Putting aside the
So, I guess you're...
And at the same time, there is after... And the victims of our rule...
I didn't expect...
Menancia, there had been backlash over...
But things can still...
Indeed. On that note...
Oh?
I wish for you to... As the one and only
And I take...
Yes. However, The fact is it too...
No, relax.
You're too kind.
That's some high.
Then I'll ask once.
You don't even need...
Thank you.
Well,
What about you, she?
to be honest, I'm... Right now,
How do you mean?
because for a really... I thought I would have never... It's been going on for... It was Naor, how it fell on...
I don't think Neo... She can... I don't think she...
Huh?
When we were talking, she said that mean...
Forgive it.
Yeah. If we have any...
You know?
It's not going... But if we can... I'm there with you. I think that's...
Yeah.
Well, there...
Yes, I know.
Well, is everybody...
I am. I don't care who.
What are your thoughts, Alphen?
Like Law said, it's trying to rob us of our... That alone. But it's not only that.
You're saying there's a...
You're referring...
Yeah. And to hear Shion tell it?
Indeed. And if Rena's great spirit...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit?
We don't know anything for certain.
While the main body...
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's...
The question is, suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous. The Wedge and Lennick...
And we only know about...
Hevric 35. It wouldn't ask us to fight. Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevric 30...
So if the
Even with the Forbidden Zone...
First they lumber you...
More important...
I just hope...
Worst comes to worst, Lennigus is equipped with a large number of...
Wait.
In any case, if we're...
Right.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up...
The great astral spirit isn't a... Rather, its will is derived. Therefore, if you destroy...
And how are we supposed...
By using the... You will also need the assistant. Using their powers, the maiden shall seal...
Hold on.
Yeah, killing her...
She was actually...
By my calculations, your...
What will happen to the maiden?
Any matter contained...
So it really...
This method is the most...
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider...
You don't get it. We didn't fight this whole time just...
This plan shall lead to the future.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with... 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lennigus in an attempt... We have reason to believe the Great...
Which would make Alphen's...
That part inside the maiden, so long as it remained. That is why, without the maiden's direct control...
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self... If so, can't the same...
Well?
It is true that the Renis Alma is...
Yes!
However, considering that the Renis Alma was previous...
What does that mean for us?
Your starship will not...
Why you...
Fine.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if you're fine letting that happen, we want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. If all you're gonna do is sit back...
Alphen.
What you say is irrational.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and I wish to see how well...
But what are we supposed to do about the
It is likely that the Renis Alma...
So our only option to...
According to my observations...
So right in the...
I have one more question. What will happen to...
Without the will of the Great Spirit...
So you're saying that even if we...
Likely, the collapse will...
Man.
Hevric 35 and fix our star...
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. Remember that.
It matters little. Repair work on yours finished.
Man. Is it too much to ask for Hevric 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're Is the Renis...
Shion's fire... Couldn't we make...
I'm not sure.
Back in Calaglia, the blazing...
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended... Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a pulp...
Hevric 35 didn't mention it, and it didn't...
You're probably...
You still thinking about what the scientists told us?
I am.
You're worried
The
about...
fact that our people...
But you...
Well, I did declare, even as I dream of...
I'm sure you...
Now that I think about it...
I'm no saint. But you changed... Thanks, of course. But we knew that not... When it comes down to it...
That is...
Yeah, it is. But as soon as you step...
I understand what you're saying. Realistically...
If we can build a...
So you wish for people to form real...
Yes, I do. Do you still plan to...
Indeed I do.
You'll always have a... Well, if you ever...
Did you just... Thank you, Kisa. I appreciate...
Don't even mention it. Don't you think that brings... Yeah.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great, so I wanted to
Apologize?
I was being real I get why you're so...
No, Law. Of course you were worried.
But you really trust...
Yeah, but I think...
Believe?
Remember how I used...
Yeah, of course.
When we rescued Zek, it was the first time. Then, it made me want to believe...
So that's what...
Yeah.
Well, alright.
You will?
There's no way for me to...
That's not quite true. I sensed it when we first got here, but I think...
So you're saying, in a way...
What?
Well, like you said...
Yeah.
Effort 30 foot. You know what? I don't need... So thanks. To be honest, I feel like...
Huh?
Saying...
Come on!
Anything? No,
Thinking?
that's not...
Then spit it...
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Xion?
Same as you. Still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple?
Ages and ages ago.
If I hadn't run into you, I wouldn't have my...
Hey, Alphen?
Yeah?
If we can't find... Like Hevrect 35, I need you to You'll use the blazing...
Huh?
It's true, the blazing... But it's taken us this...
You can't be...
Listen, the Great Spirit... If we don't know what's going to... I promise you, I'm not... But if it comes to...
Okay. But you should know that I'm... I hope you can...
Alphen, okay. So it's a
Yeah.
I remember how I felt. But when you reached out to me, I don't have...
That's because I could...
Even once you could, though. But still...
You won't have to...
You think so?
I do,
No.
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should...
Agreed.
Our task is relatively straightforward.
We're fighting for a new...
Right.
Then let's go, everyone.
Repairs on your...
Is that you?
I can.
Sounds like someone's...
Maybe we should give Hevrect
I have unlocked all...
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like...
It's possible that the Red Women may have found...
Using the warp drive.
Wait.
You'll need to be careful.
So, once
We gotta go all...
Will all the Helganquil...
The extinction as such, it would be...
Can't that thing lighten up?
Well...
You heard the lady.
I have one...
What?
As sovereign. You're... Similarly, the Maiden lacks... And despite this...
We exist because others...
You mean it is because of... Why have you two...
It's hard to explain. All right, time to get back on the fall nights.
It would appear that our Hel...
You know what that...
I guess this means we...
There's nothing here. This weird ocean.
I don't sense this world is.
Then this,
You mean to tell me this?
And it's covering.
This is what the Great Spirit does.
so arresting.
Back in its day, but after being robbed of its.
So the Great Spirit took it.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world.
With nothing left here to consume.
You're saying if we.
We can be sure that
If the Oblivion, and it looks like we. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate. Ever.
A hollowed ocean.
What do you mean?
come to think of it.
No,
This is essentially a.
No, because
Taking an interest is.
Looks like we're not.
you think I was. So the idea is to see.
I'm guessing it won't.
I already had wielded out. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength.
In other words,
Back when Shion's thorns flew out.
If that's the case,
We might just be able to weaken it. It won't be easy. Question for you.
What of the world?
Yeah, I mean,
A lot will have to change.
what do you mean?
It's well and good.
That's true.
Renans, Danans.
if only we could see not diff.
It will take someone.
There will no longer.
That's where we imagine it.
Yeah.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
I wonder what.
I can imagine that.
There's no question it must have been.
I get that you're.
put a pin in it.
I can think of worse things.
It's a little early.
A man can.
Oh,
In your case,
You'll need to stay.
Why do I feel this is.
Just a friend.
Hey!
Is this about.
What?
Rinwell.
Oh,
Yeah, they're.
right.
I don't know, makes them more.
You don't think it's weird?
Can't said.
Connect.
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the.
Huh.
It would mean.
Not.
Get him, who. Oh, now.
You know, guys, when you.
you can say that again.
Isn't it weird that there's.
Certainly in all of my years.
the only thing I can think.
There's also no organized.
Exterminate them?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used.
You're right.
First, people made Zeugles. And then we let.
I hope we find.
It's a nice thought.
Aside from the strays that have gone.
If we had distinct terra.
Well.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their.
Wait!
It's no use.
So they really are.
I knew there was something off here.
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Gunshot! That's it! Meteor storm! Ready! Radiant flood here!
What? I shall ensure you give up. Nothing will hold me back. No dawn shall break this night.
Go! This one's done! One more!
I can carve through armor.
Radiant flood here! Piercing! Here, let me help!
No dawn shall break this night.
There! Go!
Denied! Make it rain!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done! One more!
All things to you.
Lightning! One more!
An astral art?
That's my cue! I never miss!
Shut him down!
Here's a healing art!
Do it! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara.
Here, let me help!
Demon Land!
First aid! This one's mine! Radiant blood here!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm out of ammo! Watch and weep. Here, let me help. It's showtime! First aid!
I can carve through armor!
Do it! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
This one's mine!
I'll face you.
Radiant light! Here! Not on Skywatch!
Make it
Radiant
rain!
light! Here!
Look sharp! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara.
Back into the fray!
Take this!
Blaze higher! And again!
I'm ready!
Elfin!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Radiant here!
Look sharp!
More of that heat strike!
Do it! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more
I would imagine they're
It's incredible.
Hey, these guys...
If they had the power to or rather... We haven't seen it.
the true citizens of to think of the promise.
Do you think we could have got along?
Like all of us,
I think we may have...
you and Alphen. On the contrary.
Just look at the size of in the past 300.
Regarding the also, what?
I can understand.
What do you mean?
And that doesn't strike you as...
Yeah. There must be some
Borrow one...
if it works for the...
You know what he's like?
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being
I'd say it's like
ironic?
the Renans have committed grave injury. Now, it turns...
Which must mean that the...
Now hang on, though. Without it, we...
Law's entire...
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said.
What the... Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Damn it. I'm not so good with airborne targets.
I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your odds cannot fix.
Here goes!
Take this! Rending you a bloody howling!
Going in! Celestial Force! First aid! Back into the fray! There! Got some gel on the ground! Lightning! That'll bring you down! Sweet dreams!
Reinforcements?
Your astral arts are true.
Indeed. It does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well. You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime. What would I do without you? Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this!
I've risen! This one's mine!
I'm ready!
Do it! Neon! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Think we over... Reinforcements?
I'll face you!
Radiant! Here! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Blood!
There!
Rending you a bloody howling! Rending you
Far
apart!
beyond the darkest sky!
Bloody howling! Rending you apart! Bloody howling!
I'm all stopped up!
Now you see what I can do!
Dance in the wind!
Bloody howling!
This one's mine!
Bloody howling!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Bloody howling!
Feel!
Burn in hell!
I'll be saving this one! This one's
Do it! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
More incoming!
Green pain and blood! Rending you a bloody howling! Throbbing pain! Bloody howling! Rending you apart! Bloody howling! Rending you apart!
Make it rain!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I'll fix you up!
Scream bathed in blood! Rending you a bloody howling!
There are
Tide of battle has turned in our favor!
Then let's keep pressing the attack!
Indeed, but remain ever vigilant.
Rending you apart! Bloody howling! Rending you apart! Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
This one's mine!
Lightning! Hand up! Going in!
Vector everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
I never miss!
Negative gate!
Take this! Whoa!
Negative gate!
Here, let me help!
Negative gate!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the
Negative gate!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Both here! Dance in the wind! Feel!
Everlasting
Get
darkness!
on board
Negative
with the
gate!
others! Radiant light! Here!
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven and talented.
Astral energy! Lightning!
Demon land!
Celestial hammer!
Going in! Going in!
Sighted! Go!
Elusive deity!
This one's mine!
No dawn shall break this night!
Take lightning condemn! Thunderblade!
Everlasting dark!
There! One more!
This one's mine!
I'll face
I've
you!
risen!
Elusive deity!
This one's mine!
Everlasting dark! Does it hurt?
There! One more!
Take this! On guard!
Sighted! One more! Got you!
Going in!
There! Got you!
Elusive deity!
I've risen!
I'll face you!
One more!
Radiant light!
Elusive deity! Begin!
Watch and bleed!
Right!
I can carve through armor! Can you take it?
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Look sharp!
Elusive deity!
I'm
Can
on
you
a roll!
take it?
Look sharp!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Radiant light in your dreams. Here. I've risen. Radiant light.
Take this!
Here. We don't have firearms here on Dana. I can show you mine if you like. That would be really awesome, Sion.
Can you take it?
This one's mine. One more. I'm on a roll. One more. I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Rinwell. Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think? I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Ready and rare! Piercing roar!
Here goes! Ice Prison! Back into the fray! Here's a healing art! Don't mind if I do! Ice Prison! Where are you going?
I'll face you.
Ice Prison!
Far enough! I'm ready! Yo, Halim! All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! 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 Blah, blah, blah! That's air thrust! Take it! One more! Blah, blah,
Can't get
blah!
out of this!
Air thrust!
I'm ready!
You get the gist! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
There! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Do it!
There! Go! Dance in the wind!
This one's mine!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! That's air thrust! Hold on to your arse! Here I come! Air thrust! Here goes! Here's another one!
Not so fast!
Take that! Dance in the wind! Let the marksman handle this! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! I never fit! You get the gist! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! This one's mine! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! Blah!
Everlasting
Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! I'm out of ammo! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! You get the gist! Parts required complete focus!
I'll face you! Look sharp!
Ice prison!
Demon Rack!
Looking good out there.
Just getting started!
Take the spirit!
Take no prisoners.
Radiant Pierce!
Elusive deity!
I'm out
I
of
can
ammo!
carve through armor!
I'm all stuffed up! This one's mine! Radiant Pierce! This one's mine! One
You
more!
picked the wrong fight!
Excited! How's this? Back into the fray!
Far enough.
Can you take it?
Make it rain.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
So I still had room to grow. Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zeugles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, then if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jumped down instead.
You sound alarmingly serious when you say that.